It's not so much the absolute value of the debt, because we're in this kind of modern monetary theory world where Powell himself, the head of the Fed, is begging for stuff to monetize, right? I mean, he said that multiple times in the last 6 months. Please, we need more infrastructure. We need more giveaways. We need everything, because we got to have some stuff to monetize so we can keep the liquidity flowing out there, because they got to have that to grease the skids, because the way the system is built. Where the problem lies is servicing the existing debt. Okay. And when the debt continues to compound, the amount of money it takes to continue to service it continues to grow, which is why you'd think what the Fed would be, or the Treasury Department would be doing, is like what all these mortgage companies tell you to lock in now before rates go higher, right? You hear that on the radio all day long. But that's not what the Treasury's done. The Treasury has moved all of their borrowing into the shortest possible, because that's where the lowest interest rates are. Mm-hmm. So when you have let's just keep the math as simple as I can for my little brain here, $30 trillion in total debt. If you're paying 3% on average, that's $900 billion a year in interest alone. Whoa. If it goes to 6%, and on just that static 30 trillion, now you're $1.8 trillion just in interest alone. Yeah. Blow away, it'd be the biggest line item on the budget. And that's not counting then what higher interest rates would do to the consumer and mortgage and states and municipalities and everybody else. Can't afford it, which is why everybody says the bond market bubble is going to blow up and all that stuff. If it does, the whole thing's going to end. And they're going to try to keep this plate spinning as long as they can. That's why rates will stay down. And if market tries to force them higher, the Fed will put on yield curve control, because they can't afford for a multitude of reasons. They can't afford 3 or 4 or 5% on the 10-year note. They just can't afford it.
It's my understanding that when the Fed buys the Treasury